Hi all, welcome to my channel, and today's tips are based on if function in Excel. Here I am having some students name and marks, and in the result column I need to fill whether the student is pass or fail, and at the top the pass mark is shown. Go to the first column, type equal to. Every function in Excel start with the equal to, and if I type I, each functions starting with the letter I will be shown in the list. My function is if, and now press tab. So here you can see the first term must be the logical test, and the second if it's true, and the third one if it's false. Values shown in the square brackets are optional. So here I want this column, that is C6, should be greater than or equal to this column. Now comma, if it's true it should show pass, and if it's false it should show fail. Now bracket closed and enter. So you can see it shows as fail. To fill this full column, if I go to the corner and drag it, you can see it shows wrongly, because for the 21 it's already showing pass, because in this column if you go to the equation it's showing E3, and in this section there are no value. So to freeze the value, you go to the equation, and in the first the column E you put a dollar symbol, and in the row value also you put a dollar symbol. Now go to the corner and drag. Now you can see in each cell the value of E2 remains same. You can also use conditional formatting like this to highlight the results. Check my previous videos for conditional formatting, and we can also change the marks and the result will change accordingly. Number 2, nested if. Using if function inside another if function is called nested if. And here for an example, let's see, in the same marks I want to add a grade column here, and for that I have given different conditions. So in the first if condition, the first comparison is for A plus grade, which is greater than 95. And after the true value comparison, if the value is false it will compare another if condition, and in that condition also if the value is false it will compare another condition. Likewise it goes on. I'm filling this into the column. You can see it will automatically fill according to the marks entered in this column. Number 3, if with an and or function. Here in this Excel sheet we have 3 subject marks, and in the result side I want to add that if the student is passed in the subjects, I want to show it as pass. If the student is failed in any one of the subject, it will be showing as the fail. So here I have given the equation like this. If in the logic test I'm adding and condition, that is and bracket open, and we can give any number of logic condition inside this with comma. So in the and condition I have given, that is C6, the first subject mark is greater than the pass mark, and comma in the second subject, that is D6, is greater than the pass mark, and the third subject, that is E6, that is greater than the pass mark. And after closing I'm giving the if condition true and false value. And after giving this I'm going to control and double click. So you can see if the student is passed in all the subject, it shows as pass, and if the student is failed in any of the subject, it shows as fail. In the same way, if I am using or condition, that is I'm having 3 marks of the subject, and if the student is passed in any of the subject exam, then it will show as pass. So here in the equation we are giving or, and the same way each logic test will be given as control double click. You can see if the student is passed in any of the subject, it will show as pass. COUNTIF. If I want to count something based on an if condition, we will use COUNTIF. Here I want to count the number of passed and failed students. I will go here equal to count if tab, and first you have to give the range. So this is the range, comma, Now you have to give the criteria. I want to count the passed students. So in double quotes, I will give as pass. You can see 7 total passed students are there. In the same way, count the failed student. I will give the range and put it as fail and bracket close. In this way, you can use COUNTIF. And number 5, SUMIF. If you want the summation of numbers based on if condition, then you use SUMIF. If I want to add these numbers based on the pass mark, then type SUMIF and the range. I will select the range and now give the criteria. Here the criteria is greater than or equal to 45. If some cell have less than 45 marks, then that sum up will not be happen. If you want to use a reference cell, instead of giving 45 manually, you can give equation like this. After in the criteria section, in double quotes, you can add the condition and put an ampersand sign and the cell number. Thanks for watching. If you have any query, please comment below. I will be happy to reply. If you want to learn something every week, don't forget to subscribe my channel.